as Matt Prater tees it up at the 30-yard line. 18 touchbacks on the season. Gary Russell is back deep for the Raiders. 99th meeting between these two teams. They met week 3. Denver winning it 23-3. Terrell Buckhalter at a 100-yard game. And we're underway. Broncos, Raiders from Denver. And Russell will take a knee. Brings on Charlie Fry, who starts today in place of Gradkowski. First down and 10 at the 20. Justin Fargas lines up in the backfield. Fry throwing on first down, and he skips that one. Second and 10 at the 20. Here's the handoff, and it's Fargas over the left side. The former Southern California running back picks up 3 yards on the play. Loose ball, Andre Davis, first man to him. Third down and 7 at the 23. And Fry fires far side, and it's caught. That's Chaz Schillens. He gained 6 yards, but he needed 7, so Oakland will have to punt it away as Andre Goodman comes up with the tackle.
And right off the bat, Gus, you find out one of the reasons why the Raiders don't mind punting. Leckler will come in, and he's got punts of over 50 yards in every game this season. This guy will really air it out, particularly here in Mile High. If this is a field position game, this turns into an advantage for the Raiders. 65 career punts of at least 50 yards or more. Eddie Royal back deep. This is a line drive. Royal comes up, fields it at the 22. And Royal trying to get outside, breaks the tackle with running room and gets to the 35-yard line. That's a 49-yard punt. First down and 10 at the 35. Marshall, the motion man. And they hand it off on first down. Noshawn Moreno. Over the right side, the rookie out of Georgia, closing in on 1,000 yards for the season, gains 3. Second and 7 at the 38. Orton back to pass, fires. That one deflected. Noshawn Moreno, the intended receiver. And looks like Orton had some pressure in his face. Yeah, he got his arm hit just as he was releasing it. You'll see here coming from the right side of your screen, and there it is. It's Greg Ellis just getting his hand up on him, and Orton just couldn't step in and get through. You can see there. Good pressure by the Raiders. Orton just needs to step up one more step, and then that's an easier throw and a completion.
Brings up third down and 7 at the 38-yard line. Noshawn Moreno lines up in the backfield with Kyle Orton out of the shotgun. And a whistle.
False start, number 89, offense, 5-yard penalty, third down.
That's Daniel Graham. They fire, Eddie Royal. Midfield, gain of 18 on third down and 12, first down, Denver.
You know, Gus, you mentioned Tyvon Branch. We spoke to him, and he said, you know, when you don't pressure Kyle Orton, he's everything you want in a quarterback. And that's really saying something, because when he threw this ball into coverage, the safety was coming over. It was right on time, and it was a strike. And I'm telling you what, it had some velocity on it.
Orton 29 and 16 as a starting quarterback. Noshawn Moreno finds a hole. And Moreno starting today. Terrell Buckhalter inactive.
Absolutely. He's got better days ahead of him, and he'll get his chance now with Buckhalter out of the lineup.
Second down and 2. And Moreno really hitting the hole hard. Gained 8 on the last play, 7 on this play. Nnamdi Asomugha gets him.
Yeah, we spoke to him on Friday, and what a happy guy, Gus. This is everything you like in a first-round draft pick. He is just so excited about being on this team. He loves the guys on the team. He's got that youthful exuberance. He comes in with a huge smile, and the game's not too big for him. He's excited about getting in there. He wants his opportunities, and he's one of those guys you hope plays well.
First down and 10 at the 34. Play fake. Orton in trouble. Look at him dance. Throws far side. Caught. Moreno out of the backfield. Puts it up. Lowers his head. He's trying to run over people. This rookie's good. That's a gain of 21. Michael Huff threw himself under the chariot to make the tackle.
And this is all on Kyle Orton. What a great play. Warren's going to come right up through. Watch 61 right here. He just slips right by the block of Hochstein and then spins out and throws it back across the field. What a great play by Kyle Orton to avoid the rush and still deliver the football.
Gained 21 yards. Moreno, that's his 20th catch of the season. Now Lamont Jordan checks in. They give it to him. The former Raider cuts it inside. and is now down inside the 10-yard line. A gain of 6. Tyvon Branch making the stop. So the opening drive for the Denver Broncos, they normally don't do well, but right now, nice rhythm.
Yeah, a little quick snap there. I think Orton tried to sneak it, maybe catch him off guard and pick up the first down himself.
Kyle Orton traded from the Bears to the Broncos, part of that Jay Cutler deal. As you take another look, and you know, not to rub it in, but the Broncos have gotten so much more out of Kyle Orton. He's very efficient. He doesn't turn the football over. Only 8 interceptions, 16 touchdowns. His counterpart in Chicago, Jay Cutler, has thrown 22 picks this year. And they are really upset with his play in the Windy City. They're running the football, and this is Moreno, no gain.
Yeah, this is it's a part of the field where you really need to run the football, no question. And I'll tell you what, Kyle Orton, you know, he gets a rap for being a game manager. Let me tell you something, guys. Quarterbacks in the league, if they don't hit a 65-yard touchdown pass every game and they don't turn the football over, all of a sudden they're somehow less of a quarterback. I don't buy that. Kyle Orton is a quality quarterback who wins games, and the Broncos are better off for having him in here rather than Jay Cutler, no matter what the talent level when you see him throw the football.
So Prater comes in to attempt a 23-yarder. Got it up and good. So Denver scores on their opening drive.
This is a huge game for Denver, Gus.
And Gary Russell fields this one. Incredible day, 57 degrees and sunny at kickoff time. First down and 10 at the 20. Here's Charlie Fry out of the... And he fires to the far side. It's caught at the 21-yard line. Schillens with the reception, gain of 4. And Charlie Fry had a chance to learn the game in Seattle with Mike Holmgren, Matt Hasselbeck, and Jim Zorn. Here's the run over the 25 up to the 27. And he said something very interesting. He said, learning from Mike Holmgren was a whole different experience because Coach Holmgren forced his quarterbacks to know more than maybe other coaches require them to know.
Mike Holmgren called plays. He did not call formation, so the quarterbacks had to know instantly what formation and what personnel they needed on the field for every play that was called. The coach didn't do it for him, and it really set Charlie Fry up to take his game to a whole nother level mentally, and he's brought that with him to Oakland.
He said the most important thing is to just memorize the game plan from start to finish. 3rd and 3 at the 27. Here come the Broncos on the blitz. They pick it up. Fry throws it up in the air. Champ Bailey picked it off. Watch out. Champ Bailey down at the 41. 8-yard return. Champ Bailey with the 2nd interception of the year. And the Broncos are in business.
Well, Charlie Fry threw this up. And he knew he had pressure. Watches the blitz, comes right up the middle. He's got to get rid of it as Dumerville hits him right when he releases it. And he just wants Higgins to try and make a play. Higgins did not pick the football up. He was looking the other way, broke it inside. If he would have seen Charlie Fry release it, he might have been able to come out and make a play or break it up. But he just wasn't looking. Charlie Fry needed some help, and he just didn't get it.
Denver defense with 24 takeaways this season. They've scored 70 points off 23 takeaways. Orton fires, caught, Marshall, and he's down inside the 20. Michael Huff knocks him out of bounds. A 24-yard gain for Brandon Marshall.
Well, he's working against Chris Johnson, and Nnamdi Asomugha passes him off. You see, he works in. Chris Johnson gets turned around. They ran Marshall in motion and switched off, and they forced the defensive backs to switch at the last moment before the snap. It caused confusion. That's why Brandon Marshall can get the ball. The Broncos and Josh McDaniel do a great job of making him very difficult to find.
87 catches. He's already over 1,000 yards this season. Roshan Moreno breaking a tackle in the backfield. Falling forward. Michael Huff again. He gains 5. So the numbers for Brandon Marshall this season, first 7 games, last 6, totally different player.
Yeah, and you know what? You forget they've gone 5-7 over their last 7 games, 2-5 over their last 7 games. They've lost 5 games, so I think maybe, you know, as Marshall has gotten more and more depended on by this offense, the less and less productive they've been.
Marshall at the bottom of your screen, or runs, fires across the field. That's Ryan Clady. Left tackle.
Gus, we saw him run this play in practice on Friday, and I had to, right here, the offensive tackle, he's eligible because of the alignment of the receivers, and he reported to the official. Orton runs out there and then throws it back to him. It's just a gotcha play. If the Raiders see it, you know that they're not going to be able, he's not going to be able to outrun anybody. But they didn't do it. Asamoah came up, made the tackle. There's 2 flags on the play. They're going to ask him if it may come down to whether the fact that he didn't report or whatever, maybe an ineligible guy downfield. Could be anything. When you start throwing it to offensive linemen, Gus, sometimes bad things happen.
Clady in his second year.
Illegal touching of a forward pass, number 78. 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
He did not report as eligible, I would guess. And if he didn't do that, he's illegal. Oh, I see. Brandon Marshall had covered him up. Brandon Marshall was lined up on the line of scrimmage, and Clady was off the line of scrimmage. That's why the penalty came. They were lined up improperly on the trick play.
Josh McDaniels, the head coach, calls the plays. And that time, and that lets you know that he comes from New England, because the Patriots under Bill Belichick, they always have some kind of wrinkle in their offense for a player to come in and make a catch, whether he be a defensive player.
And you'll see here, and really this question is, Brandon Marshall has to line up back here in the backfield. He's on the line of scrimmage, which makes Clady ineligible.
How many times did we see Mike Vrabel?
Previous spot to the 17-yard line. It will be second down.
How many times did we see Mike Vrabel come in with New England, report as a tight end after playing linebacker, and make a big catch?
Man, catch a touchdown. I think Josh McDaniels does. I think he did bring this from New England. One of the things is they get smart football players who you can ask them, and you can ask them to do different things that other people don't get to ask. When you got smart guys on your team, Gus, they can do more things.
Oshon Moreno lined up as a wide receiver. Now he's back in the backfield. Orton calling out the protection. Out of the gun. Steps up. In trouble and goes down. Terrific looking pass rush. And that's Matt Shaughnessy getting in the backfield. And it's a loss of 5, the rookie out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, and this is really, and you kind of shake your head because Orton doesn't get hit hard. You think he's going to actually be able to step out of it, but he gets caught up. And really, you can shake your head and say, wow, he should have made something more out of that. But you know what, Gus? The thing you think about this, nothing bad happened. You can take the sack, but they still got the ball. It's 3rd and long, but they didn't just heave it up and risk the turnover.
3rd down at 15. At the 22. They fire far side. Eddie Royal, nothing. Stanford route coming up and making the tackle in the open field. And now the field goal unit comes on. That's a loss of 3.
You know, Gus, the fans don't like it. They don't like the play call. They want them to go down the football field. But I'll tell you what, and this is where Kyle Orton kind of takes a bad rap. Sometimes being a good quarterback is about the mistakes that you did not make. They're going to come out here with a chance to get 3 points. They didn't heave it up, turn the ball over, do anything silly, and they got a chance to lengthen their lead because they didn't try anything outrageous.
Raider good from 23, this one from 43 yards away. And you're absolutely right, Steve. Conservative approach, but they put points on the board. Denver sends it away, and once again, Matt Raider kicks it out of the end zone. First down at 10 of the 20. Charlie Fry scrambling, and he just dumps it under a lot of pressure. Charlie Fry being chased by Mario Hagan.
Intentional grounding
Ooh.
on the quarterback. The ball replaced the spot of the foul. The down counts. Second down.
And one of the reasons is there was no Raider on that side of the field. And they must say he was not out. Now, he's right in the center of the football field. He's got to get outside the tackle box. And to me, that is outside the tackle box. It goes past the line of scrimmage. I don't know. I'm surprised that was called. But the only thing is, there was not an Oakland Raider come on anywhere on that side of the football field.
Coach Cable arguing your point right now. The Raiders faced with the second down at 25. At the 5, Justin Fargas, the single setback. They give it to him on the right side, and there he is. Tackled immediately. Kenny Peterson, Ronald Fields, loss of 1 as they combine on the tackles.
Let's watch here. Elvis Dumerville, outside linebacker. Watch him pursue down the line. Leads the league in sacks. Has really been one of the guys, Gus, that has benefited from the switch from the 4-3 to the 3-4. This guy is a monster. And he's having a great season for the Broncos. Has really flourished under Mike Nolan, the defensive coordinator.
Third down at 26 at the 4. And the handoff to Fargas. Fargas trying to give him just a little bit of room. And he's brought down by David Bruton. Ronaldo Hill not starting today, not active today because of an ankle injury for Denver in the secondary. And that brings on Leckler to punt again. And back deep, Kenny McKinley.
And the Broncos are going to put 2 guys back, 1 short and 1 long, and I think that's an answer to what the Raiders do on their coverage.
Leckler, this time he drives it. McKinley backpedaling. He starts from the 26. And McKinley crosses the 35, gets up to the 37.
Shane Leckler having maybe the all-time greatest season for a punter. 51.5 yards per punt. Huge advantage.
Koshawn Moreno over the left side. And he gets up to the 46, gains 7 yards. Kirk Morrison brings him down, but Moreno really doing a nice job of running the football early on here. 6 carries, 31, make it 37 yards already.
And he's another one of those young backs in the National Football League, Gus, who's about 5'9", weighs somewhere just over 200 pounds and has a huge burst and runs physical.
Second down and 3 at the 46. Moreno again, and look at him pop through the hole. Nice job on the left side of that Broncos offensive line. 9-yard pickup. Chris Johnson stops him. And comparing him with other rookies, there's no comparison.
Absolutely not. He's been absolutely sensational this year. He's been exactly what they wanted. They haven't asked him to do all that much. Now, they haven't given him that many carries. He does have the team high this season with 23 carries in a single game, but you can bet they're going to give it to him more.
Orton sprinting out, looks backside. They set up a screen. And Orton throwing that ball low. Good idea, bad execution.
Well, it wasn't all that bad. What happened this play, the Raiders were in man-to-man coverage like they do so much, and you just can't fool them. I mean, you can see right there. I mean, Morrison's got the job of watching Moreno wherever he goes, and on a play like that, you kind of need him to be in zone coverage and start watching the quarterback and kind of following him and forget about the guy. But in your man-to-man coverage, one guy's only responsible to keep track of him, and it just blew the play up.
Lamont Jordan checks in for the Broncos. 2nd and 10 at the 46. Here's Jordan running straight ahead. He gets to the 42, picks up 4. Morrison with the stop.
Yeah, you can tell, Gus, already. And these two teams are so familiar. And the game these two played in week 3, the Broncos won 20-3. I don't think it's going to be that wide a margin today. The Raiders are playing much better now than they were in week 3, and the Broncos have a little bit fallen back to earth.
3rd down and 5 at the 41. Orton firing down the field to Royal. Incomplete. Royal turned around in the middle of the route. Chris Johnson there defensively.
Yeah, and I like that throw, you know, because the play was covered and Orton still wanted to get it off. So he threw it in a place where he thought maybe Royal could make a play on it. You see there, he has to do the baseball roll, turn his shoulders all the way around away from the ball to try and catch it. Orton feels the pressure, gets rid of it, and for obvious reasons. I mean, if he doesn't get rid of it, he's going to get thumped by Tommy Kelly.
So Mitch Berger stands at the 45. Johnny Lee Higgins back deep, tried to pop it up in the air, shanked it, and it takes a bounce. Let's see where they spot the football.
Gus, don't tell me the punters in this game aren't important. You just saw what Shane Leckler did for the Raiders, and now look at what happened as Mitch Berger hits a 12-yard punt. That's what special teams is all about in the NFL. You gotta be good and make sure the field position stays in favor of your team. This is just a horrendous punt.
Mitch Berger knows it, so the Raiders get it at their own 34. First down and 10. Out of the eye, Lawton and McFadden in the backfield. Play fake, Charlie Fry, bootleg, he's got some room, and can run. Charlie Fry! And Charlie Fry down at the Denver 40-yard line. Bruton, the rookie, out of Notre Dame with the tackle, but it's a gain of 26.
Yeah, and you see Bruton bringing him down, and you know, this Bronco defense has a lot of great players in the back end. Ronaldo Hill is not in this week. David Bruton took over for him, and you got to think somebody went to sleep, letting the quarterback sneak out the backside.
Here's Fry to throw. Steps up, down the field. Broken up at the last moment. Flag on the play.
Back in the secondary.
Illegal contact, number 54. Defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Andre Davis.
Happen here. You'll see in the bunch formation, yeah, Davis just kind of hangs on. Brandon Myers trying to get up the field and just wouldn't let him go.
So first down for the Raiders at the Denver 35. Lawton and McFadden line up in the eye. Here's McFadden over the right side. Not a lot of room to pick up a couple as Elvis Dumervil is the first man to it.
Yeah, Dumervil played this extremely well. Lawton came out to try and block him. He took the block on and shoveled off into the inside to make the tackle for almost no gain. There you see that last bootleg play by Charlie Fry, obviously the biggest play of the game for the Raiders.
Second down and 8 at the 33. Fry hands it off. McFadden, and he is gobbled up quickly. Guess who? Brian Dawkins. And that is a loss of 2. And when we talked to the Broncos on Friday, Brian Dawkins, what an important part of this team.
You and I have never done a game, Gus, where every player on both teams we spoke to and every coach we spoke to mentioned Brian Dawkins about what a great pickup he was for the Broncos. The Raiders have nothing but respect for him, and they can see the difference he makes for that team. Both head coaches mentioned what a player he was and what an influence he is on the younger players on the Denver roster. I've never seen anything like the praise that Brian Dawkins got from both teams.
Third down and 10 at the 35. Here's Fry. Setting it up, crossing route, and it's caught by Johnny Lee Higgins out of bounds. And it should be a first down for the Raiders, a gain of 12 on third down and 10.
And that was good job by Charlie Fry standing in the pocket. Elvis Dumervil coming, bearing in on him from his left. You see right there, and he gets it off. Higgins coming across with this one thing, Gus, that you know that the Oakland Raiders can do, they can run. Higgins getting going across the field. He is very tough to stay with, as are all these Raider receivers. Charlie Fry hit him right in stride.
Tony Carter chasing him out of bounds. Now Michael Bush checks in. First down at the 23. And they hand it off to Bush. Pumps it. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's a design bend back play, Gus. They hand it off going to the right. Bush cuts it back to the left, and there was nobody home. They're going to come back this way and come right back this way. And I mean, that was a great play call, well executed by the Raiders, and it gives them a chance to take the lead.
Third touchdown of the season for Michael Bush, a 23-yard run. Sebastian Janikowski in to attempt the extra point, and it is good. Eddie Royal back deep. This one kicked into the end zone as well by Sebastian Janikowski. Let's take another look, though, Steve, at the touchdown.
Yeah, you'll watch here as Brandon Myers, the rookie tight end, comes out. passes off the linebacker, Robert Ayers, and then comes in and blocks Brian Dawkins in the secondary. If you're going to have a good play go, it helps to have a young guy like Ayers. Look, watch, he passes off the linebacker, moves into Dawkins, and makes both blocks. What a great play by a young tight end, Brandon Myers.
First down at 10 of the 20. Play fake, Orton looking, backside, fires over the middle, and it's caught. Daniel Graham, the tight end, picks up 15, his 22nd catch of the year as Michael Huff brings him down.
And this is one of the things, Orton kind of bootlegs out, gets the defense moving side to side, which gives him a little extra time, and then finds the big tight end on the backside. That's a nice play call by Josh McDaniels.
And it was a gain of 15, first down at 10. This time they run it, and it's Moreno. No gain on the play. Tyvon Branch, first man to him. Big game for the Broncos, trying to keep ahead of the pace. In the wild card race, San Diego winning today, so they clinched. Here's Orton underneath Brandon Marshall. And Marshall down at the 38-yard line, 4-yard gain. Thomas Howard with the tackle. And Brandon Marshall, very interesting story. He went through all those things during the preseason where he kind of came across as being spoiled, unhappy, disgruntled, whatever you want to say. But according to him, it was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah, having the club say no to him was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Third down and 6 at the 39. Brandon Stokely in motion now. Here's Orton. And incomplete. Raiders bringing the blitz. Michael Huff closing in on the football. And Mike Mitchell in the backfield.
Well, when you play the Raiders, they're going to bring pressure. And you see there, he gets rid of it, but that hurts. You see, they don't have any sympathy for the quarterback, the other team. When the Raiders play anybody, the quarterback is going to go down, and he's going to go down hard. And you got to be ready for it.
Raiders sent 2 return men back. Johnny Lee Higgins is the deep man. Jonathan Highland, the up man. And this is Johnny Lee Higgins from the 20. Gets to the 30. And up to the 35. First down and 10 for the Raiders. Charlie Fry sets up a screen. McFadden caught it, but he gets dumped by the great Champ Bailey. Only a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, this play was really set up well. It looked like it might be. I'll tell you what, if Champ Bailey doesn't make this tackle, this is a big play. He comes up on the outside. He's just too fast for the offensive lineman to get out there. And watch Elvis Dumerville come in, gets a hard inside rush. And that's why the guy's so great. He is fast.
And a flag on the play.
And that guy right there, 24 for the Broncos, Gus, his teammates, and Brandon Marshall in particular, says he is the best in the league. Absolutely no question about it. Nobody's even close. And that's quite a compliment from one of the great receivers in the league.
First down and a long 15 at the 30. Here's McFadden. And McFadden trying to find some room. Been a rough year for McFadden. 80 carries, 108 yards. No touchdowns. Such a prolific back coming out of Arkansas, but they haven't been able to really open up holes for him.
And he's been injured a little bit as well, so it's tough to get a rhythm, particularly when the Raiders have a trio of backs. They like to get carries. When you come back off an injury after sitting out for a while, it's really difficult to find a rhythm when you're not getting a lot of carries coming back.
Second down at 12 of the 33. Fry looking down the sideline. Incomplete. Lewis Murphy, the intended receiver, but Champ Bailey knocks it down. He was right in his hip pocket.
Foul, roughing a passer, number 92, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Wow, so Elvis Dumerville called for a personal foul, roughing the passer.
And watch, he comes in, and he can't hit the quarterback in the head or low, and that's it right there. He grabbed his face mask. Charlie Fry does a little bit of Oscar award-winning acting, embellishes it a little bit, and that's all it takes. But that was illegal anyway. Got his hand all up in the face mask, grabbed it, pulled it down. That's a personal foul.
Keeps the chains moving for the Raiders. At their own 48, Charlie Fry, third-string quarterback last week, getting the start as the Raiders decide to give him an opportunity. Here's the handoff, Michael Bush. And in talking to Tom Cable, he told us that Jamarcus Russell does not give this team the best chance to win. That's why Charlie Fry, who, as you mentioned, is a gym rat, calls some plays during the week as well, or puts in some plays as well, is the best chance for this Raider team to score a victory.
Yeah, Tom Cable said he's a coach on the field. You know, he knows as much about this offense as any of the guys on the coaching staff. He puts in a number of plays. He's even helped them draw up some plays. So he knows what he's doing out there in the center.
Second down and 7. Raiders run it. And speaking of Tom Cable, I like this man. I like this coach, and I think that he may be the guy for this Raiders team.
And not too many people knew anything about him when they gave him the head coaching position. And forget all the distractions that have happened and accompanied him in the preseason and thus far. Let me tell you something. This guy has this football team on the right track. I think this team plays hard for him. He's a no-nonsense guy who shoots straight with his players, and he likes his players. He even told them he likes Jamarcus Russell. They have not given up on Jamarcus Russell despite his struggles. I think Tom Cable has this team headed in the right direction.
Third down and 5 at the 47. Out of the gun, Charlie Fry. Remember, he can run it. Throws, and it's caught. What a throw. And a completion. Lewis Murphy, first down, Oakland. On third down and 5, they get 6. Charlie Fry throwing off his back foot.
And look at him. He's got him going to the line of scrimmage. He came off through that football. He wants to get him on the line and get him going. He's not going to. He's got a rhythm going, and he's going to try and quick snap him a little bit. And now they call it off. Now he's going to go ahead and huddle up. But watch this play. He gets this off his back foot, and this is a great job on the outside there. Watch.
And now the red flag has been thrown. Fry trying to get that play off before Coach McDaniels could get that flag out of his pocket.
And I think he's gonna challenge either the spot of the football or that it was a catch.
Denver's challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass.
That's a catch.
Raiders with a 7-6 lead. Big challenge on the field.
The receiver gets control of the ball, gets 2 feet down in bounds. Therefore, it is a catch. Denver will be charged with a timeout.
Yeah, it was a bad challenge by Denver. Watch, he's going to catch this. He doesn't bobble it. The ball goes in. He's got good control of it, gets his foot down. Now, you might think that foot's out of bounds, but look at this angle. It's in. Great call by the official. Bad challenge by the Broncos. It cost him a timeout, and it's a first down for the Raiders.
So the Raiders now have it at the 41 as Charlie Fry steps to the line of scrimmage. McFadden in the backfield. Here's McFadden. And he lowers his shoulder, crosses the 40, picks up 3 on the play. Marcus Thomas in on the tackle.
You know, Gus, you talk about this. They get in and they're on the Denver 38-yard line. They are well within field goal range. I mean, that changes things for the Raiders and for Charlie Fry as well, because they can think about it. If they don't take a negative play right here, they've got a shot at 3 points already.
Second down and 7 at the 39. Lawton and McFadden out of the eye. Stewart crosses, play fake. Fry rolling, throws on the run. Oh! Lawton upended. What a stick on that play by Brute. A 1-yard gain.
Well, Charlie Fry, I know what he's thinking. He's going to throw this football to Lawton. He knows Lawton's going to get it, but he's got to get rid of it. He may as well take the couple of yards. Lawton has a chance to brace for it, but this play is well defended by the Broncos. Charlie Fry knew it before he threw it, but that didn't change the fact that they wanted the completion.
Third down and 6 at the 37. They need to go to the 31 for a first down. Michael Bush in the game in the backfield. Charlie Fry in the shotgun. Here's Fry. Buying time down the field. Caught!
No!
Shillings, no! He dropped it. Tony Carter there, the rookie out of Florida State. And that's an incomplete pass.
And this was a great throw, and it looked like Shillings was going to pull it in, but no, Carter is right there. Great play, well defended. I'll tell you what, Gus, it was a good throw by Charlie Fry. He gave himself a chance. It just missed.
Brings on Sebastian Janikowski into attempt a 54-yarder. Leckler, the holder, got it up. And good. And welcome back. Raiders playing a fine game thus far, up 10-6 with 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Here in Denver, Sebastian Janikowski, 20 of 23 this year. His only misses were from 45, 57, and last week from 66 yards. Kicks this one into the end zone. First down and 10 now for Denver. At their own 20, no Sean Moreno running. Crosses the 25 to the 26. That's a 6-yard pickup. Morrison on the bottom of the pile.
You know, one of the things the Broncos are doing now that they're running the football extremely well. Moreno's getting some good yards, particularly on first and second down. But when they throw the football, it seems thus far they've thrown it to the sidelines, behind the line of scrimmage. They have not tried to throw it down the football field enough.
Denver running again. Moreno stacked up and just slammed Branch. Another fine tackle. This Raider defense has done a fine job this year. And, you know, if you're looking at Coach Cable and what this team has done, if they could have just made a couple more plays in certain areas, it'd be a different outcome for this season.
Yeah, no question. And, you know, you talk about, we spoke to Kyle Orton about the Raider defense, and he says they're much more diverse now than they were in week 3. Much more of a handful.
Third down and 6 at the 24. Lamont Jordan in the backfield. Jordan fires to Jordan out of the backfield, incomplete, and Denver 3 and out, and the fans don't like it.
Well, they had a great rush on first down for 6 yards. They took a negative and then an incomplete pass. And that's just not good enough. Watch the rush as Orton stands back. He's got his guy. He just can't hook up. Jordan can't pull it in. It would have been a first down if he could have just caught it and turned it up. But they can't convert.
Mitch Berger punting from the 10. Johnny Lee Higgins, Jonathan Holland back deep. And Berger sends it away. Johnny Lee Higgins at the 31. And he's finally taken down. Flag on the play. At the 37, 45-yard punt, 7-yard return. Reed with the tackle on special teams for the Broncos.
Almost always on the return team.
Illegal block in the back. Number 54 in the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And that's Sam Williams.
Right there. And that's a bad call. He didn't block him. The guy went down to make the tackle. He didn't go after him. You know, the officials think they see something, they throw the flag, but it just didn't happen, in my opinion. I've been blocked in the back. That was not a block in the back.
Raiders with the football at their own 28. And now Charlie Fry will burn a timeout, some confusion. First down at 10 of the 28. McFadden lines up as a wide receiver at the top of your screen. He had success last week in this position against the Skins. They fire, and this time it's caught by Brandon Myers, rookie tight end out of Iowa. He gained 6 yards. DJ Williams with the tackle. Second down and 4 at the 34-yard line. Fry hands it off to Bush, and Bush with some positive yards.
It's going to be
and Charlie Fry told us, he said they came to him on Tuesday. He was in the weight room working out, and Coach Cable said, we're going to go with you at quarterback. Not a lot of pomp and circumstance surrounding the decision to put him in.
Yeah, now you can see there he's having trouble with the radio helmet. He can't hear, so he just goes over and they yell it at him. He's one of the guys, he's really excited. He wants to be a coach, Gus. He's one of those guys. He likes the mental part of the game. He loves the preparation. And that's something he's learned since his time as a third-round draft pick for Cleveland.
He said, I got kicked out of Cleveland because I wasn't doing the job. He's doing it right now. Scrambling, throws, almost picked off. Close call as Davis, his former teammate in Cleveland, had a beat on the ball.
Well, he was trying to throw it away, and he almost didn't throw it away well enough. As he gets out of the pocket, he's looking, and they've got this play stopped. He throws it, trying to throw it at the feet of Higgins. And I'll tell you, when you throw it away, trying to throw it away, and it gets picked off, there's nothing worse. It almost went really south for Charlie Frye on that one.
Charlie Frye with a one-year deal told us this is a great opportunity. Nobody's going to see him sitting on the sidelines. Hands the ball off this time to Bush, and almost a fumble.
I believe it was a fumble. That ball bounced straight back right into the waiting arms of Henderson. That fumble happened so fast it was hard to even see. Watch, he comes in, boom, ball's right there, right to Henderson, and he catches it.
Brian Dawkins putting the helmet on the football.
And that was almost a disaster that turned out in favor of the Raiders.
3rd down and 9 at the 39. Schillens lines up as a receiver at the top of your screen. Here's a quick draw, and they fooled everybody. Great call as Bush gains 13 on 3rd down and 9. Bruton stops him, but the Raiders with some good play calling on 3rd down and long.
Yeah, watch up here. He's going to hop up like it's a quick screen, and watch the Bronco defense in the secondary. They jump, they get up the field for the pass rush, and they run right by the ball carrier. The Raiders let the defenders, the defensive line, run right up the field past Charlie Frye, and they missed the running back completely.
1st down and 10 now at the Bronco 48. 2:13 and counting. Here's McFadden, and some hard running by Darren McFadden. Raiders with a 10-6 lead, 2 minutes to play in the first half. 2nd down and 6 at the Bronco 44. Charlie Frye play action, sets up to the sideline. Nice throw and a nice catch for Oakland on that sideline. This time it's Louis Murphy, gains 14 yards in front of Champ Bailey and Brian Dawkins.
That's a great route working against Champ Bailey as he goes up, takes the inside stamp, and just sticks his foot in the ground. Ball's right on time from Frye, almost drops it, stays in bounds. That's a great route and a great throw on a play-action pass by the Raiders. And that comes from that running game and having a 1st down.
Another guy that's learning. Murphy, 2 catches, 26 yards so far. Bush, more success running the football for this Oakland team as they get it to the 16-yard line. A 13-yard pickup. Hagan with the tackle.
Well, Bush makes a nice move right here to get by Dawkins. And I'll tell you what, when he turns upfield, he's a big back.
Charlie Frye scrambles out of the pocket, throws on the run, incomplete. Closest man to the football, Johnny Lee Higgins.
Yeah, nice smart play by Charlie Frye. Extended the play with his legs. He's a good athlete, and he did just enough. He kind of gave the receivers a chance to have something happen, but the pressure of the Broncos was really leaking in on him. And I'll tell you what, if there's one thing the Broncos defense can do is rush the passer, and when they get back in there, they're fast. Their defensive line are fast, and their linebackers are fast. And if they get through fast enough, Charlie Frye's got to get rid of it.
10th play of the drive that started at the Raider 28. They've eaten up 4-11. Here's Frye, bootlegging again, throws, Stewart, cuts it inside, and it goes down at the 10. Andre Davis with the tackle. But right now, the Raider offense keeping this Denver team off balance.
It's a great play, Charlie Frye, and they've been burned. This is the 2nd time the Denver defense has really missed on a bootleg. Coming out this time, Frye throws it. Last time he ran it for over 20 yards, almost 30 yards.
This Raider team has scored victories over some good squads in the NFL. Cincinnati also defeating Philadelphia, their first win coming against Kansas City. They beat Pittsburgh on the road. And if Coach Cable wasn't so loyal, this team's record could have been a lot different.
Well, if you want to capsulize this season for the Raiders, in my opinion, they waited too long to bench Jamarcus. They're 2-2 over their last 4 games. This team was really rallying around Gradkowski, and you look now, their third-string guy, Charlie Fry, comes in, and they're playing extremely well with him.
There's Bruce Gradkowski, injured his knee against the Skins. Charlie Fry elevated to the starter, coming from the third-string position. 3rd down, 3 at the 10. Raiders knocking on the door. Charlie Fry steps up. Charlie Fry fires, batted down. Nicely done, Bruton. Knocking it down, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, you can see right there, that ball has got to be up high into the bag. I don't know that you could have made that throw. Bailey would have been back there. If you put any more air on it, Bailey's going to have a chance to get back there and knock it away or pick it off. He tried to gun it in there and just couldn't get it done.
So Janikowski now, after nailing a 54-yarder, in to attempt a 28-yard field goal. And it's good. How about this? The Oakland Raiders making plays. 13-6. Oakland playing loose. Denver with a lot of pressure on them. And Janikowski just blasts this football out of the end zone. Orton trying to set up a screen, incomplete.
Yeah, that was not set up well at all. The Raiders were all, it was a kind of a play action screen, and the Raiders wanted none of it. They had that snapped off from the beginning. And that was a play that, you know, it's a nice safe play on 1st down inside a minute. But I don't know, it looks to me like the Broncos just don't want anything bad to happen. They're trying to get off the field and talk about things in the locker room.
2nd down and 10. 28 seconds remaining. Orton wants to throw it. Scrambling. Fires across his body to Marshall. He fumbled. Is that a catch? No, incomplete.
Wow, and that's a judgment call. Brandon Marshall caught that, and it looked like he had 2 feet on the ground with the ball under his arm. If that's the case, this is a catch fumble, but you see he's double teamed right there, no question. He puts his foot in the ground, stops.
Michael Huff with a great tackle to knock the football out of Marshall's hands.
I don't think he tucked it away. He had it plucked. He plucks it out of the air, doesn't quite put it away. No, I don't. I think that's a good incomplete pass. Although it's close, I think it's a good incomplete call.
3rd down and 10 of the 20. Orton again, this time over the middle. Jabbar Gaffney with the catch. He will not pick up the 1st down. Nice gang tackling by the Raiders as Rout brings him to the ground, a 7-yard gain. And Oakland calls its final timeout with 10 seconds to play.
I'll tell you what, Gus, the Raider defense, you can just tell they are really rallying around their offense. How long has it been? You know, the Raiders don't get a chance to play with the lead very often. It's been a rough season. And this defense, you can tell there's an extra level of excitement on that side of the football for the Raiders. They don't get to play with the lead very often, or haven't been able to this season. And this is a team that has always, throughout history, been really good in front. They can really hold a lead, can the Raiders, and we'll see if they can get it done here today in the 2nd half.
Berger sends it away. Johnny Lee Higgins over to the sideline. And it takes a bounce backwards and is down at the 27, a 45-yard punt. So to start the 2nd half, the Broncos will receive the football as Janikowski, who has been kicking the ball out of the end zone. Eddie Royal back deep. Kenny McKinley is the up man. This one coming right into your living room. Line drive. Once again, he kicks it out of the end zone. So the Broncos will start at the 20-yard line. So the first half possessions for the Broncos, they started off doing pretty well, but since then the offense has struggled a little bit.
That's it, and it got worse and worse. 10, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. I mean, you got to stay on the football field, and the Broncos weren't able to do that. The Raiders got more and more confident. As the Raider offense got better, so did their defense, and the worse it got for the Bronco offense.
First down at 10 over 20. Sean Moreno back in the game at running back for Denver. They run it right. And the Raiders do a nice job of stringing that play out. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 of the 20. Near side. And it's caught. Scheffler. And Scheffler getting out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A 9-yard gain in front of Stanford route.
You know, I don't think there's any question. When Orton has time, he'll throw it to the right football player. But they've got to give him a chance to throw it to some areas of the football field that aren't straight right or straight left. He's got to get over the middle of the football field and find Brandon Marshall someplace.
Third down and 1 of the 29. They're 1 for 7 on third down conversions. And the quarterback sneak. They may have it. Flag on a play, though, on the far side of the field, right at the 30.
I don't think the Broncos were lined up properly again. I think Brandon Marshall covered up the tight end when he shifted over. Brandon Marshall didn't move off the ball to uncover him. And that happened earlier in the game on a throw to the offensive tackle.
There is no foul on the play. The result of the play is a first down.
Okay. That'll teach me to speculate.
That's okay. It happens.
They gave us the pump fake.
So for the Broncos now, a first down at their 30. Moreno cuts it back and goes down at the 33. Moreno with a very nice game so far in the first half.
And I think you keep Sean Moreno involved and give him the football a lot on first down. Give it to him a number of times, even on second down. And sooner or later, you got to pull it back and let Kyle Orton go over the top.
10 carries, 43 yards in the first half. 12 carries, 45 now. Here's Orton.
Right here.
Looking, finds Moreno out of backfield, and he makes the catch. Morrison brings him down. But it's a gain of 7 on 2nd and 9.
And here we are. This is 3rd and 3 now, Gus. And this is the point where the Broncos have got to try something different. They have not been able to stay on the field in 3rd down, and most of the problems have been that guys have dropped the football or the Raiders have made it too tough a throw for Orton to complete.
Orton going over 3,000 yards for the first time in his career. On 3rd down and short, Orton to the sideline. And a diving catch made by Stokely, and it's a first down. That's his first catch of the day. A gain of 4.
Well, there you have it. You got a guy that dives and makes the catch and keeps him on the field, and that's what it's going to take, Gus. The margin of error is not very big when you're playing a fast, athletic defense like the Raiders, particularly when they've got a lead, and you need a guy like Stokely who can catch anything that you throw to him. And that's the first time they've gone to him, and he comes through for him for a first down.
First down, and they run it. Jordan with running room over the left side, and Jordan stopped by Hiram Eugene, but it's a gain of 13. Orton fires over the middle. Nice catch by Eddie Royal. Even better run after the catch as he fights for extra yards. Gets it inside the 35. Picks up 13. Tyvon Branch with the tackle. So now we see Denver starting the second half with a sense of urgency.
Well, here you'll see Kyle Orton. This is what we've been talking about, Gus. He throws it in between the numbers, down the middle of the field. It's one of the rare times the Raiders get caught in zone coverage, and you can tell that when the receiver comes out and just turns around and stops, that means it's not man-to-man because there's a dead spot in the defense.
Ninth play of the drive that started at the Bronco 20. Here's the handoff. Moreno and Branch making a tackle along with Matt Shaughnessy, and no gain on the play.
These Raiders, you can tell they're playing really hard defensively, and it's a team that Tom Cable, you know, they're 2-2 in their last 4, as we've said, but they're starting to play with some confidence. And when you talk to Tom Cable, he says the thing that's happened to them over the last month since Gradkowski took over quarterback is some of the young players like Shaughnessy have started to mature.
Second down and 10 at the 33. Gordon out of the gun. Gordon to the sideline. Incomplete. That one sailing over the head of Jabbar Gaffney. And it brings up third down and long. They need 10 at the 33. Sure, Coach McDaniels wants to see touchdowns in the red zone, or as they get close to the red zone, Steve, as opposed to all these field goals.
Yeah, no question about it. The Broncos have had to settle for 2 field goals already. Now, they are in field goal range, albeit long field goal range. They'll try it, no question. At this altitude, everything goes up a percentage. And both these kickers were kicking from this distance in warm-ups.
Lamont Jordan in the backfield. They need to go to the 23. Gordon firing a fade to Gaffney up top. Incomplete. No flags. No flags on the play. Tight coverage by Chris Johnson. And Gaffney can't believe it. Neither can Orton.
And you see on this last play, Gus, that was man-to-man all over the field. Watch. Johnson gets in, turns up. Now watch what happens. As he turns and looks for the ball, everything's off. He can do anything he wants. The crowd can boo all they want, but if he's looking up for the football, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So that brings on Matt Prater. Good from 23 and 43. This is a 51-yard attempt. Clean snap, good hold, it's up. Perfect. Welcome back to Denver. Broncos 3 field goals in this game. They have been shut out of the end zone thus far, 13-9. As the Raiders prepare to get it again. Gary Russell fields it in the end zone, takes a knee. Welcome back, 13-9. Raiders with the lead and the ball as they take over at their own 20. Michael Bush, the single setback. Charlie Fry under center. Here's Bush. Leans forward, not much. DJ Williams with the tackle. A 1-yard gain. Here's Fry out of the backfield. Bush with running room, and he gets out of bounds after picking up a first down. An 11-yard gain for the big fella.
I'll tell you what, this is Charlie Fry through and through. He scans down the field, sees the coverage, and knows right away nobody is on Bush. That's a great job by a heady quarterback, not trying to force it down the football field, taking the guy that the defense has forgotten about and getting the first down. Great decision.
Charlie Fry moving the football for this Raider team. Bush and Charlie Fry, as Bush picks up a couple. He says, hey, I'm the veteran quarterback. I'm older than Bruce. I'm older than Jamarcus. And I have had an opportunity to be coached and to play with some very bright people. He always goes back to Mike Holmgren, Jim Zorn, and Hasselbeck in Seattle, saying that those were the guys that really allowed his mind to go to another dimension in terms of playing this position.
No question about it, and he's really brought that to the Raiders. He's here for 1 year, and Gus, think about it. What kind of opportunity is this for Charlie Fry to show the entire league what he can do at quarterback?
Second down and 7 to the 35. The pitch to McFadden. McFadden high, stepping around the corner, and he turns it and gets to the 44, picks up 9 yards. Another first down on 2nd and 7. Davis and Bailey.
Champ Bailey got hurt. He's slow getting up.
That could be a tremendous loss for the Broncos. Bailey with an interception in this game, the 2nd of the season.
It would be a tremendous loss. We'll get a chance. He was at the end of that play, and it might be his own guy who comes in at the end. You'll watch as Bailey got right there. Oof, it was his own guy. And that happens so often. Andre Davis coming in to try and help on the tackle. And and ends up hitting his own guy as the running back ducks out of the way. You know, it looked like it hit him right on the top of the head, and then he's feeling his arm, and he might have got a stinger down his arm, which what that means is, you know, your neck gets a little bit crunched, and you kind of will go numb or get a burning sensation down one of your limbs, your leg or an arm. You see there, he gets kind of hits in the top of the head and down his arm.
So Bailey takes a seat. Hopefully it is a stinger as he tries to rub that neck out. First down and 10 at the 44. McFadden breaks a tackle, lost the ball. Denver has it. First turnover of the game for the Raiders.
Well, they've already given the ball to the Broncos, and there it is.
Making the second turnover, a fumble now, an interception prior, and Denver has it.
Well, you'll watch
Tony Carter.
Yeah, as he comes out, he's going to get stripped right as he gets spun around, and the ball pops loose right out of his hands. No question, the ball's loose. And then it's whoever sees it can get at it the first. Does it. Mike Nolan's defense doing a great job giving that offense that's struggling a chance to get in this game.
First down for midfield. Moreno down in the backfield. That is Nnamdi Asomugha.
What a sensational play by Asomugha. Wow.
A loss of 4.
He came up, stepped right around a good block attempt, and just got into the backfield for a loss. What an athletic play. You'll watch as the Moreno comes out. Asomugha steps inside the block and then steps right into the runner.
Second down and 14 at the 46. Orton steps up in the pocket, throws, flag on the play as it's caught for a 3-yard gain by Daniel Graham, but the flag is on the other side of the field.
Yeah, I think Stanford route working against Brandon Stokely.
Illegal contact, number 26, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that was away from the play, and that's, you know, that's one of the things I think the Broncos have got going for them. You see there in the slot, Stanford route hanging on to him, and won't let it go. You're only allowed 5 yards, and the official thought he gained that advantage by hanging on to him, and he probably did, although the play was going the other way.
So a first down at the Raider 49. Moreno. And he gets to the 45, maybe even the 44, as Branch brings him down. Darren McFadden fumbling the football.
And that's what, you know, you can't do that. You know, the Raiders are now -2 in the turnover department. They still have a 4-point lead, but sooner or later that catches up to you.
Second down and 6 at the 45. Orton over the middle. Whoa, what a catch! Ho-ho! Brandon Marshall, 7 the hard way, but he caught that one with one hand.
Oh my God! Yeah, even hit. Look, he's got kind of a half smile. He knows. He's kind of laughing at that one. Are you kidding me? Watch this catch. Oh yeah, I got that. No problem. Yeah. That's unbelievable. In traffic, spears it, pulls it in, 7-yard gain. That's why the guy is an NFL record holder.
First down and 10, Lamont Jordan in the game. Running back. Play fake, Orton sets up, Marshall over the middle, and Brandon down at the 18. So that makes it first down and 10 at the Raider 19-yard line. Orton looking, pulls it down, bounces out, Orton. Oh, what a block at the end. Oh, Daniel Graham and Kirk Morrison. They'll make that Thomas Howard really putting it on each other. And there's an injured player. That's Tommy Kelly.
Right back in the backfield. We'll get a look at it right here as he comes back, flushes Orton. Oh, and he got tripped by one of the offensive linemen. They got tangled up. He got tangled up with Clady, and there you see the block. And this is a nice job by Daniel Graham. Now, I'll tell you, he could have lit him up, and he didn't. He did the right thing. And I'll tell you, Thomas Howard can say whatever he wants, but Daniel Graham did him a favor.
Tommy Kelly, injured Raider on the field. Tommy Kelly walked off on his own, trying to stretch it out right now. Broncos with the football. Second down and short, and they run it straight ahead. Lamont Jordan stopped by Tyvon Branch. Let's take a look at Tommy Kelly.
Yeah, he's coming.
Injury.
He's working it, and he's going to come up and get tied up with Clady. And it's hard to see what happens because he does go down hard. He gets kind of stretched out there.
That right shoulder.
Yeah, and he was working both his shoulders like they both hurt, but he didn't. In that case, you'd think his lower leg was hurt because he got tied up with his feet. But walking around on his own.
First down and goal at the 6. Orton throws it into the back of the end zone, incomplete. Raiders are bending but not breaking, Steve.
Well, everything changes when you get down close, and when he boots out of there, he's looking for Brandon Marshall. And watch Osmawa, Brandon Marshall one-on-one, two of the best guys ever. And Osmawa puts the clamps on him. Marshall says, come on, man, he can't do that. But down there, let me tell you something, Gus, you just run out of room so fast as an offense. And as a defense, even though the stakes are higher, it becomes easier.
Now Marshall lines up in the slot at the top of your screen. Moreno in the backfield. Orton with all day to throw. Orton, a bullet. Touchdown. Marshall. He posted up. And now we've got a fight. It looks like a good one.
Whoop, the official took the heat. Well, it's going to be a touchdown for the Broncos, and a big one. Marshall goes in, stands right in the middle of the goal line, Gus, and just, like you said, posts up like a power forward. Watch from the slot. He's going to move in. I'm going to Stanford route, get around him, and then you stop, give me the ball, touchdown. And then the fight breaks out in around Kyle Orton. Watch as he guns this in there. And that is a touchdown. And then you don't know, really no telling why the fight started.
So the Broncos finally scoring 6 points. Extra point is good. As the Broncos score, big smiles on the face of Orton and Marshall after they connect on a touchdown. And for Brandon Marshall, that's his 10th receiving touchdown of the year. Orton throws his 17th. Finally an opportunity for Gary Russell to return one. And Russell pops it. Flag on the play though. And he gets it to the 35, a 36-yard return. And Tony Carter with the tackle on special team.
During the return, holding number 44 during the run back, 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's Luke Lawton. 16-13, worst starting field position of the day for the Raiders at their own 11. Down by 3. Charlie Fry hands the ball off to Michael Bush. Bush with a lot of running room. And Bush all the way up to the 29. Brian Dawkins stops him. But that is a gain of 18 yards. Bush again, this time straight ahead. Dawkins, he has to bring him down. Bush all the way down to the Denver 30-yard line. Brian Dawkins with the saving tackle, but the big man rumbling for 40.
They do such a good job up front. This is the exact same play they ran a moment ago, but they ran it to the other side, and Bush cuts it back to the other side. The first play from scrimmage, they ran off the left side deliberately. They were going to run off the other side this time, and Bush cut it back. There's Doomerville getting cut off. Great job by Pierce, giving him a seam. Wow, offensive line of the Raiders moving him out.
Bush, 11 carries, 120 yards. First and 10 at the 31. This time McFadden He pops it outside. McFadden, can he get there? Knocked out of bounds. Inside the 5-yard line. The Oakland Raiders are playing some smash-mouth football right now.
Oh, they came back with a vengeance. McFadden setting up the last Denver touchdown with a fumble, comes back and makes up for it with a huge run down the sideline. And the Raiders, Gus, I'll tell you what, they are answering the score of the Broncos big time. They are absolutely beating them up.
28-yard gain for Oakland. To check out the numbers today, giving up 220 rushing yards. The Bronco defense, first and goal at the 3. Bush, and he doesn't get in. A 2-yard pickup, but the Raiders' offensive line doing such a fine job.
Yeah, now the Raiders will bring in Luke Lawton and then take out Eric Pierce, who is in as an extra offensive lineman. They got the fullback, which gives them more flexibility. Gus, they're more unpredictable about where the point of attack, if it's a run, unpredictable about where the point of attack will be for the Bronco defense.
Second down and goal of the 2. Out of the eye, Lawton and Bush. Bush, second man through. He got stopped at the goal line.
Yeah,
DJ Williams, what a tackle.
He did not get in. That was a great job by the Bronco defense. Watch as he comes in. He's going to get spun around, and his back's going to hit the ground right inside the 1-yard line. He's down.
Brian Dawkins also in on the play.
And I'll tell you what, this is it for the Bronco defense. This is a big statement. The Raiders can really grab this game back away from the Broncos, but the Broncos could really make some headway and put this game away if they can hold them here.
And Denver calls a timeout. Make it third and goal at the 1 for the Raiders. Here's Bush. Bush, he won't get there. That's a great defensive play by Andre Davis. A loss of 2. But let's see what the Raiders elect to do. Are they going for it?
Well, look, yeah, he's keeping them on. You see there, Tom Cable putting the big stop sign up. Don't come off the field offense. Stay right there, huddle up. We're going to talk about it now. He may take a timeout here and talk it over.
And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Denver 16, Oakland 13. Both teams starting to step it up right now. Big decision coming up for the Raiders to start the 4th. So now, Coach Cable going for it. 4th down and goal at the 3. Lawton and McFadden line up in the eye. Remember, Charlie Fry, he's been successful on bootlegs today. They pitch it. McFadden cuts it in. No! He didn't get it! What a stand by the Broncos.
After their worst defensive series of the entire day, Gus, the Broncos come up with their biggest stop. Watch as the Raiders do the fake inside, the quick pitch outside, give it to their fastest back, and the Broncos rally to the ball and stop him short.
Mario Hagan, Andre Davis, and Bruton combining on the tackle. And now the Broncos running out of their own end zone. Moreno stopped by Branch after no gain.
Yeah, this was almost 2 points for the Broncos right here. Watch as Moreno gets hit, and he does manage to get out of the end zone. Ball came loose later, but man, that was almost a huge play right there on the first play after that big stop.
Matt Shaughnessy also in on that tackle. First man to him, 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line. Gordon passing out of his own end zone. Brandon Marshall with the catch, and he gets to the 10. A 9-yard gain. Asamoah with the tackle, and Marshall is hurt.
Yeah, he is. It looks like he got the wind knocked out of him from behind on the cleanup and the tackle.
He may have fallen on the football.
There's no telling what happened, but he got up, watch as he comes down. As Morris, and he falls right there on it, and that could have just been the wind knocked out of it.
Third down and 1, and they run it Let's see.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We'll see. Now, the official on the far side's got a better spot than the official on the near side, and the near side guy got the football, so it's going to be short. The other guy had a better spot than the guy on the near side, and that means they're short of the first down, and it'll be third or fourth now.
And they're bringing out the chains.
They're short, Gus.
Quarterback sneak by Orton. Didn't get a clean snap.
And you'll see, it doesn't look like they miss it. There it is, that much short.
So now, Coach McDaniel says punt it. Coach Cable very relaxed on the sideline.
And I'll tell you, Gus, now it doesn't look like such a bad idea that the Raiders went for that 4th down and goal. They almost got it. Now they're going to get the football back in great field position. And I'll tell you, Gus, if they get this football all the way anytime inside the Bronco 45-yard line, Janikowski's in field goal range.
Mitch Berger about 5 yards deep in his own end zone, punting. Johnny Lee Higgins hovering around the 45. Jonathan Holland at the Bronco 45, the up man. Beautiful punt by Berger. Sends Higgins all the way back to the 26. And Higgins tracked down at the 40.
Raider punter Shane Lechler gets a lot of love, but I'll tell you, Mitch Berger just bailed his team out big time. A 64-yard punt right when the Broncos needed it.
And remember, he had a 12-yard punt earlier in this game. 1st and 10 at the 40. The pitch, McFadden. And McFadden running downhill. Gained 7 yards on the play. Champ Bailey back in the game after suffering that stinger.
I'll tell you, that's the thing I like about the Raiders. They've got those 3 backs. McFadden is a fast guy. Now, he's big. All the Raider backs are pretty good size, but McFadden, when he turns the corner, he is a home run hitter, and the Broncos know it. When they get him going to the sideline, they really have to have gap control or you're going to give up the home run.
Michael Bush, though, has been incredible. 14 carries, 120 yards. 2nd and 4 at the 46. Bush looking, and Bush stopped by Ronald Fields, 5th-year player out of Mississippi State. 2-yard gain on 2nd and 4, brings up 3rd down and 2 at the 48.
And every possession's important. This 3rd and short is huge. Bush having a great big day. Look at these two guys. They've really gotten it done, Gus. That's been the difference. The rush yardage, 123 plus 74 is a monster day for both those guys, and they are the difference right now.
3rd down and 2 at the 48. Charlie Fry. Schillen's the motion man. Here's the handoff. Bush again, and he should get the 1st down. Andre Davis, DJ Williams with the tackle, a 4-yard gain when they needed 2.
I got to tell you, Gus, I got to like Charlie Fry, and you wonder why I'm talking about him on that nice tough run up inside. Every running play that they have done, Charlie Fry has carried out a bootleg fake every single time. He never misses. He doesn't take a play off. He hands the ball off and boots out, and I'm telling you, at some point down the stretch here, Charlie Fry is going to keep it, and it's going to be a difference maker.
1st down and 10 at the 48. Bush, single setback, Fry to throw it. And he's hit as he throws, incomplete, and he got waxed. Wow, Fry getting up slowly. Andre Davis.
They're giving him a chance.
Blitzed. Fry trying to shake the cobwebs off.
And you see there, and I'll tell you guys, the Raider trainers aren't coming out. Charlie Fry, they need him to climb to his feet, but watch the shot he takes. Bang!
Whew. And now the trainers are on the field. And what does that mean for the Raiders? Here comes number 2. Deja vu all over again for the Raiders. Last week, Gretkowski gets hurt. Jamarcus Russell comes in. He was 10 of 16, 74 yards, an interception. McFadden running a flag on the play.
It's going to be illegal procedure, Gus.
2 men in motion, number 81, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
2nd and 15 at the 47. Push. And it's a gain of 3, so with Jamarcus Russell in the game, does the philosophy change defensively for the Raiders, or rather for the Broncos with Russell in the game?
Absolutely, Gus. You're daring him to throw the football right now.
3rd down and 12 at midfield.
He's going to take a timeout.
And he calls a timeout. Charlie Fry up on his feet now, pacing on the sideline. Jamarcus Russell replaces him, facing a 3rd down and 12 at midfield. Michael Bush in the backfield. Russell to throw. Russell down the field. Incomplete. Underthrown. Intended for Louis Murphy. And now a flag on the play. Late flags.
Yeah, Murphy spiked the ball in frustration. Can be a 5-yard penalty, which is nothing for Shane Lechler. It means nothing. He'll kick this ball all the way down anyway, but you know, that was just an underthrown football, Gus. He'll come out of this break. He's going to be wide open. And
the result of the play was incomplete, so it's 4th down. After the play, number 18 spiked the ball for Oakland. That's a 5-yard penalty, delay game. Still 4th down.
And there's the penalty. That's frustration.
Murphy was open. So Shane Lechler, Weapon X for this Raider team. One of the best to ever do it. Punting from the 31, and he really wants to pin the Broncos. Aussie kick here, end over end. It may bounce inward. McKinley from the 10. And he is knocked out of bounds. 1st down and 10 of the 19 for the Broncos. Leading at 16-13. No Sean Moreno, no running room over that right side. Kirk Morrison with the tackle, a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11 at the 18. They throw it out of the backfield. Moreno, nice reception. And this time it's Lamont Jordan running the football for Denver. He loses a yard on the play. 8:30 to go in the 4th. Raiders and Broncos each with 2 timeouts left, including the 2-minute warning. Charlie Fry got his bell rung. You look in his eyes and you know he's not right now. And the man coming in to replace him has been a disappointment this entire season. Jamarcus Russell, you just hope that eventually he steps up, earns his money, and makes some plays for this coach who has shown so much loyalty to this young man. 2nd down and 11 at the 29. Orton over the middle. Marshall with the grab, and he's tracked down from behind by Thomas Howard. A 4-yard gain.
And at this point, the Raider defense, Gus, you kind of got to read their mind and their body language. They're playing as though they got to get a turnover. They're playing as though they're going to have to score some points, get the football back, because they know that this offense is going to struggle with Jamarcus Russell in there. They've got to come up big right now if this team is going to win this football game.
3rd down and 7 at the 33. They need to go to the 40 for a 1st down. Orton in the shotgun. Marshall at the bottom of your screen. Orton over the middle. Stokely, watch out! He can blaze! Stokely! Down inside the 5! And a flag on the play. Route tracked him down, but Brandon Stokely, 62 big ones.
They caught him in man coverage on a little shallow route. He made a nice move on the slot on Stanford route and got separation.
Horsecollar tackle, number 26 on the defense. Half the distance of the goal, 1st down.
Orton looks to his left, comes back right away and just lets it go. And Stokely knows he's got a big one. Stanford route's got to run him down, finally does, but he grabs him by the collar to bring him down. And that adds on the yardage right down close. That's the horse collar right there. He's got him by the thing, and that's illegal. But what a huge play for the Broncos.
Officially a 63-yard play. Orton rolling, looking, and he just dumps it. Second down and goal at the 2. Moreno, the deep man. Here's the handoff. Trying to get in, and he will not. Ridden down at the 3. Orton firing in the corner. Incomplete. Ball intended for Scheffler. Thomas Howard there defensively.
Yeah, he got a tight end on a linebacker, and he throws this out there pretty good. That's well defended. That's a great job by Howard. Scheffler had a chance at it. It was a pretty good throw.
So Prater in. Prater good from 23, 43, 51. This one from 21 yards out, and he's good again. Perfect. Gary Russell back deep for the Raiders as Prater sends it off, and this will be returnable. Russell from the 1. And Russell up to the 20. A 20-yard return. Special teams tackle made by Alfonso Smith. And that brings in Jamarcus Russell. In for Charlie Fry, who got his bell rung. His return, questionable. Second straight week. Jamarcus Russell has come off the bench last week against the Skins. It was for Bruce Gradkowski. This week, Charlie Fry. First down and 10 of the 21. Bush. And Bush gets to the 25. Ryan McBean with the tackle. 4-yard gain. Second down and 6 at the 25. Russell to throw it. And he finds Schillens. And Schillens gets to the 29, and that's a 4-yard gain. Brian Dawkins driving him down. Jamarcus Russell with 2 game-winning drives in his career.
You know, they're going to do everything they can. You look at Paul Hackett over on the Raiders sideline, and also Tom Cable. They've got to come up with a play selection that lets Jamarcus Russell see the field. On that play, they sent 2 guys out, kept everybody in to protect, and let him find it. They double-teamed both receivers.
Third down and 2 at the 29. Russell looking. Russell in trouble. Russell dumps it off. Oh, and Bush drops the football. Thrown a little bit low, but a catchable ball. And a surefire first down for the Raiders, who are now faced with 4th and 2.
And this is what, you know, you think Charlie Fry goes out. It happened last week when Gradkowski went out, Gus. The air kind of goes out of the offense. Jamarcus Russell really hasn't done enough to give the players around him that much confidence in him. And plays like that, you think, you know, Bush catches that ball for Charlie Fry, you think, you know. I mean, it's just that kind of thing that happens to Jamarcus because of his history.
Leckler sends it away. End-over-end kick, takes a Raider bounce, picked up by McKinley. And McKinley bottled up and driven to the ground at the 24. A 54-yard punt and a 6-yard return. Moreno stood up and goes down. Second down and 10 of the 24. Raiders have 1 timeout left after calling that last one. Marshall in motion. Orton looks that way. Orton in trouble, and he's sacked. Second sack of the day. Scott in there. So that makes it 3rd down and 19 at the 15. A loss of 9 on the play. Brandon Marshall to the far side. Broncos may just hand it off and put it in the hands of their defense. Lamont Jordan in the backfield. No, Orton is going to pass it. Orton to Jordan out of the backfield, incomplete. And now it gets interesting. Raiders, no timeouts left, but they do have the 2-minute warning.
Well, Orton wants a little bit of a late hit, but watch as Seymour comes up. Well, he wanted a hit in the head, but that was the recoil. I don't think that's going to get called, and it shouldn't.
So the clock stops with 3:41 to go.
But they need Mitch Berger, Gus, to come up with another 64-yard punt right here.
Berger punting from the 1. Johnny Lee Higgins, Jonathan Holland back deep. And Berger. Another beauty. Johnny Lee Higgins from the 26. Hops forward. It gets to the 38-yard line. Kenny McKinley with the tackle on special teams, a 59-yard punt. So here comes Jamarcus Russell. He's got decent field position, close to the 40, down by 6.
Now, this is the 3rd series he's been in. They should be able to, right now, to get him settled down, give him an idea of the plays he's going to run when he gets back on the football field. The offensive staff of the Raiders get in his ear, give him about 3 plays he can think about before he actually steps on the field so he'll feel comfortable. When he calls him in the huddle, he'll know what he's looking at before the snap.
Russell starts in the shotgun from his own 38. Russell. And he has it knocked out of his hands. And picked up by the Raiders, Carlisle. Cooper Carlisle, 10th year out of Florida, right place, right time. Loss of 14.
Well, Cornell Green, I believe it's
Vonnie Holiday.
Yeah, Vonnie Holiday comes off the far side around Cornell Green and gets in there. Holiday signed this year. Didn't know if he was going to play or not. Got a chance right there to come off the edge and make a big play for the Broncos.
2nd down and 23 at the 25. Russell throws down the field. Incomplete and a flag. That's a good call. Louis Murphy, the intended receiver. And that was actually a good play by Andre Goodman, because that could have been 6.
Yeah, this is as good a throw as you'll see. I mean, he put it in there.
Interference, number 21, defense, automatic 1st down.
And you'll see, great job, great route right there. And you see, he just goes up around his head and pulls his helmet. I don't know if he would have caught it anyway, but you still can't do that. You got to give him a chance to make that play. It was a great job by Murphy, a great route, and not all that bad a penalty, Gus.
Stops the clock, 2:38 to go, a 32-yard penalty. 1st down and 10 for Jamarcus Russell and the Raiders at the Bronco 43. Now Russell, pump fake, looks backside, and he just throws it. He had pressure. Vonnie Holiday in the backfield again.
The Broncos are doing no blitzing, Gus. They're bringing a 4-man rush, and that was a 3-man rush right there. The Broncos are dropping back into coverage, daring Jamarcus Russell to find a hole in their defensive back end. And the 4 guys up front are getting good pressure anyway.
No timeouts remaining for the Raiders. They do have the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 at the 43. Jamarcus Russell in for Charlie Fry. Here's Jamarcus looking, steps up over the middle and knocked down. Alfonso Smith, Russell rolling over, getting to his knees. He could be hurt.
Well, the next guy in line is J.P. Lossman.
Signed this week.
And let me tell you something, Gus. I would be shocked if J.P. Lossman can even call a play.
J.P. Lossman, as we take another look at the play.
Dumerville gets a handful, and then bang, he takes a shot right there. And I'll tell you what, the Broncos are getting great pressure with just 4 guys.
So Jamarcus Russell up slowly. Charlie Fry pacing now. J.P. Lossman signed this week, played for the Las Vegas Locomotives of the UFL, one thing he can do, he can scramble, he can make a play. He's got a great arm.
And he's got a great arm, and he does throw a very good deep ball, Gus.
3rd down and 10 at the 43. McFadden in the backfield. High drama in the Mile High City. Lossman lets it go, incomplete. Vonnie Holliday has been making a living in the Raider backfield, and that brings up 4th down and 10.
And I'll tell you, Gus, one of the things Lossman's going to have to think about is getting out of the pocket. They're going to have to scramble and extend these plays. Jamarcus Russell didn't move around at all, took pressure. Lossman, and now with Jamarcus Russell back in, he's got to think about getting out of the pocket when the pressure gets there.
4th down and 10 at the 43. Big play for the Raiders. Here's Russell with time. Over the middle, caught! Beautiful job, Tony Stewart holding on. Woodyard with the tackle, but Jamarcus Russell with a big 1st down. Welcome back. Here's the situation. Denver with a 19-13 lead. But Jamarcus Russell has a 1st and 10 at the Bronco 32-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Russell. Over the middle, caught once again by Stewart as he holds on to the ball and drags it down to the 23, a 9-yard gain. Wesley Woodyard with the tackle. And everybody has gotten a chance to play some quarterback today for the Oakland Raiders, except for Bruce Gradkowski, who was the starter last week.
Yeah, and he made the trip. He's over there helping. There's Bruce Gradkowski talking to Paul Hackett. There's Charlie Fry, who got this team off to a great start. J.P. Lossman got into the act, and now Jamarcus Russell with a chance to pull out a victory.
2nd and 1 at the 23. Russell looks to his left, fires, caught at the 10. He threw a BB. Schillens with a gain of 13. Jamarcus Russell putting some mustard on this one.
One thing that Jamarcus Russell does, he throws the football hard. And I think what the Raiders are doing, they're making sure their receivers go out and they're running hook routes. They don't want to force Jamarcus Russell to lead them or put the ball out in front of him. They send him out, have him turn around, and have him just gun the ball in before the defense can break on it. Forget about having Jamarcus Russell read the defense. Just watch the receiver when he turns around. Give it your fastball.
Jamarcus Russell has been often criticized this season. 2-7 as a starter. Big bonus baby. They said that he hadn't put in the required amount of work to be successful in this league. Lost the starting job to Bruce Gradkowski. Gradkowski gets hurt last week against the Skins. Russell comes in, he's ineffective. They won't let him start this year. They go to a 3rd-string quarterback, Charlie Fry. He gets his bell rung in this game. So the Raiders are forced to live with this young man, and now he's got him on the move, but can he finish? 1st down and goal at the 10. Russell in the gun. Denver showing blitz. They back off. Russell underneath. Incomplete. Intended for Johnny Lee Higgins. Raiders have done a great job running the football today. 2nd and goal at the 10. Russell in the shotgun again. Here's Russell. Bouncing out, steps up, throws, and it's caught by Schillens, and a flag on the play.
And this is big. It's going to be, it's in the secondary against the Broncos.
Illegal contact, number 59, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Wow.
So they place the ball at the 5. 30 seconds to go. Raiders, no timeouts. Broncos have 1. And the clock continued to run. Right now, the officials may be talking about the clock. It ran down at least 4 seconds.
Yeah, what happened, that penalty was in the secondary, so when he caught the ball in bounds, the official wasn't aware that there was a penalty and let the clock run and did not stop it at the end of the play. So they're going to look at how many seconds go back on the clock. They may come to the review booth. And you'll watch there in the lower right hand, that's the game clock, of course, on the right. Now right there, the clock should stop. That's 49 seconds by my count. And the clock now says 30.
And the clock continued to run.
You see there, and there's on tape, and the clock continued to run and continued to run. So we'll see what happens now. And they're not going to change. Now they are going to change it. The official, see, he's clear all the way back down to the other end of the field. This is at the opposite end of the field. And we'll see if they put, they're going to look and see where that clock should have been rather than having the game clock run. There's no question that the clock was mismanaged at that point. The stadium game clock should have stopped at the end of this play because a penalty is thrown. As soon as the flag throws, it doesn't matter what happens, the clock should stop right there. So that at least 47, 48, probably even 49 seconds should go back on the clock. We'll see if the officials put it back on.
Please reset the clock to show 45 seconds. 45 seconds, please.
Well, 15 seconds is better than nothing, but it's not as good as 20.
Alberto Riverod, the referee, and his crew have done an amazing job this afternoon. So they put 45 seconds on the clock. First and goal at the 5. Huge plays for the career of Jamarcus Russell. Out of the gun, in for Charlie Fry. Broncos.
Oh, they jumped off sides. The Raiders jumped off sides, Gus. You can't do that.
False start, number 74, offense. 5-yard penalty, full first down.
And that's Cornell Green.
There's no missing it right there. It's all it takes.
But that's okay if you're a Raider because it may give them just that much more room.
Well, I'll tell you, 1st and 5 with 45 seconds, Gus. I wouldn't have taken the run game out of it. From here, I might.
At the 10 now. Russell looking. Russell. And he has his arm hit as he throws the football, and that one gets out of bounds.
And you'll watch, he's going to step up. Once again, that's got a shot right there by Reed, getting his hand in. And I'll tell you, Gus,
Darrell Reed.
if I'm a coach, I'm in Jamarcus's ear right now. Don't be afraid to pull it down and try and get in on your own 2 feet.
2nd down and goal at the 10. 39 seconds to play. Here's a snap. Russell underneath, caught, touchdown Raiders! Schillens on a crossing route. And Oakland ties the game at 19 with 35 seconds to go. Jamarcus Russell coming off the bench like Johnny U. Second touchdown of the year for Schillens. His favorite target.
Comes all the way from the inside and just breaks the tackle. And I'll tell you, Gus, great throw, great catch, and an extra point away from taking the lead.
Sebastian Janikowski in for the lead, and the Raiders have it. 35 seconds to go. Oakland with a 20-19 lead.
I mean, you see Jamarcus Russell right there, and I'll tell you what, Gus, they said last week a lot of people noticed when he came in the game, the air just went out of it as though the team's body language just went south. They didn't believe he could do it. Well, I'll tell you what, he got it done today against their most heated rival, the Denver Broncos, on the road.
Right now he's being congratulated by his teammates 35 seconds left. Broncos with 1 timeout left. Janikowski sends this one into the end zone. McKinley brings it out. McKinley with a good run back gets to the 21-yard line. A 23-yard run. Mitchell and Gary Russell with the tackle on special teams for the Raiders.
Well, the Broncos have got to do something now. Up in the altitude, there's no question. And if you give them a chance, they'll try a 60-yarder.
So where do they have to go? Where do they have to go to?
They've got to get at least to the 38, maybe the 40-yard line, and give it a chance. Anything, even to the 42-yard line of the Raiders, and they'll give it a shot.
Morton in trouble, he fumbled! And the Broncos recover it. Columbus, the right tackle, jumps on it. A loss of 7.
Yeah, and right there you'll see, right off the edge, Ellis comes in and gets a strip sack fumble. That's a huge play when the Raiders need it. I'll tell you what, the Raider defense has got some spring. And what an excitement, a level of excitement and energy they brought to this game today. Even despite the fact the starting quarterback went down and looked like the Denver Broncos were going to run away with it, this Raider defense has played hard every snap.
Jamarcus Russell on that last drive converting a 4th and 10 for first down. But we have seen this Bronco team pull a rabbit out of their hats, especially week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. 2nd down and 17 at the 15. Brandon Marshall in motion. They swing it out, incomplete. Noshawn Moreno, the intended receiver, and he didn't even turn around.
Yeah, that's a mistake by Moreno. He's got to be aware that he's going to be needed. You got to have your antenna up in this situation. You can't just take it for granted that the play's going to go down the field. You got to have your eyes up and know what's going on.
3rd down, 17 at the 15-yard line. Kyle Orton in the gun. Orton firing over the middle. Marshall! Oh, he held on! No, he didn't! Wow! Brandon Marshall couldn't hold on. He got roughed up by Michael Huff.
Well, he knew he was going to get hit. He went up after it strong and just didn't have time to pull it in before Huff laid the lick on him. Huff goes in with hits him at the shoulder, exactly the way you should have. And I'll tell you what, he couldn't have timed it up any better. Brandon Marshall going up for it, knowing he was going to get hit hard, and just couldn't put it away in time before his feet came down.
So this is it, 4th down and 17 at the 15. Orton firing up top. Oh, caught! Whoa! Tony Scheffler!
They're going to run out of clock.
The clock's still running.
It's over.
And that's it. Congratulations to the Oakland Raiders. They come back. Jamarcus Russell puts him on his back, and they beat the Broncos 20-19.